just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful fall day today. So today what I'm going to do is go ahead and change my oil on this bitch today. It's been a little bit low. Yeah, it's been a little bit low on oil, and I think it just might need an oil change. You know how vehicles get once they get lots of clicks on them. Start burning oil when they need a fucking oil change, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So this is another episode of the Intimidation Factor with your host, Tim. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and loosen off our oil filter. This one was already loosened a little bit. I've already gone ahead and loosened it for video making these purposes. A little drippage out of the bottom. Seems to be going into the pan down there. A little bit dirty, I'd have to say. I can't quite tell by the outer dirtness of this here filter. A little bit. She was an original Mopar. The guy I bought this from just loved Mopar, so he was a Mopar parts fanatic. So this is our new one, not the old one. One thing I don't really like about this cheap ass ram filter is look at the size of them holes compared to them holes. I don't know, maybe this will give me a little more oil pressure or something. So I'll go ahead and install it here right away. Dip my finger in there, run it around here, get a good seal. You can see I'm using some good Canadian oil. Enough, I guess. So we'll go ahead and try to install this. So as you can see, that's a 16mm socket. So it was about this point where I had realized the drain plug is not coming out, and I'm most likely going to have to change the whole oil pan. Okay, so I'm now under my parts unit, and now what I'm going to start to do is just knock away some of the dirt away from around some of these bolts, and then I will start using my wrench. It was an 11 mil socket. You also need a 13 mil for on the corners and all the other bigger bolts, but I'll go around one by one and just slowly pull off all of these bolts. So I do apologize for the shot here. I'm trying to get you the best angle at this. What's happening right now is there's kind of a rubber type fucking guy deal there, and it's right in the way of that bolt. And so the only real trick with this is you got to push that rubber away a little bit to the side to get your nut off. So I'm just trying to position my camera now in such a way that we can get the shot of what's going on and still have enough room to work. See if we can get her. This is the last bolt too that's holding on this friggin' oil pan. Well, no, I gotta move the camera. So basically, anybody else doing this, there's a bolt there, and there's a rubber washer thing there. You just kind of gotta push her out of the way to get that bolt off. Okay, I think I got the shot here of I can just get my tool up there. There we go. Off, son of a bitch. Okay, I think there's still get it off here. Right off here. I think that's pretty much it. There's no other bolt holding it on, so there's no reason why it shouldn't just fall right out of here. Okay, so I just had to pull it back a little bit. Get that fucker out of here. What's going on up there? I'm not going to be able to do this one-handed. Fuck. What's it rubbing on? Backwards. What in the fuck is it catching on? So I found out that pretty much what has to happen here is the starter's got to come out in order for the oil pan to come out. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Fucking dirt in my mouth. Jesus H. Christ. Ugh, yuck. I should have had my fucking face shield on. Fuck. Fucking apologize for the fucking belligerence in my movie here today, but I just wanted to do a simple oil change on my Jeep, and turned into a fuck show. It turned into a fuck show of me trying to figure out how to get an oil pan off, because I've never fucking taken an oil pan off of one of these before. Okay, now hopefully that does the trick. Right on. It's fucking in the way now though still. How this shit comes off of here. Oh, beg my part. No, that can't be right. Can't have to take off some suspension parts now. So that'd be a fucking pain in the ass. Oh, this is really not good. Fuck. Well, I got my oil pan out. what I ended up having to do was lift up the front of the Jeep with a jack, and it kind of dropped the axle enough to where I could kind of just pry it out a little bit. But see, that's with a lifted Jeep, you know, something that's got like an 8-inch lift on the front of it. So for you guys at home that are doing this and your vehicle's stock and not lifted, I have no idea what you're going to do, because I don't think it'll drop near enough. Maybe disconnect your sway bars and see how far you can get your suspension to drop or something. Like, I don't fucking know. But that's it there. I cleaned her out. I cleaned her out pretty good. So, but it's all muddy on the bottom still, so what I'm going to do is probably take it to town a little later after Thanksgiving dinner there, and give her the old pressure wash steam boost there, and maybe pick up a coat of paint. Pick up a coat of red paint or something. Do something cool with it. So that's it. That's all for this movie today. I'm going to try to get her up tonight. Maybe do another one tomorrow and continue on with what I'm doing here.